I'm going to present you my assignment for the data science subject. So let's get started. For the assignment part, we have to working with the pandas library to see the how the panda library work and everything. So let's get started. So first of all, we need to import all the libraries. So we're gonna import the two libraries over here. We're gonna import the pandas library and we're gonna use the numerical libraries over here. And for this assignment we have 30 questions to solve. So we're gonna start going one by one. So this is the first question. We have to download the CSV file and store in a data frame named by mydf. So as you can see, I already import the CSV file over here, and I already created the data frame name mydf, and inside the mydf I call the CSV file. After running it, you can see I already called the CSV file. The second question is we have to show the first three rows in the mydf data frame. So as for that, I write down the mydf.head 3. So it's gonna give us a 3 row for the database. Yeah, as you can see, we have 3 rows from the database over here. The third question is we have to delete the model column from the data frame, just for the temporary, not the permanent. So we're gonna use this one, mydf.drop in bracket model. So after the running this query, we have this thing. As you can see, we have 950 rows, but I think the first 3 rows deleted. I'm sorry, the model column is deleted. So as you can see, we have no model column over here. After that, we have the fourth question. If there is no output, to make sure the deletion, so we have to make sure there is no output for the deletion. As for this, we have write down this query over here, and after run it, if it pass, so we can assume that it's gonna pass this query. After that, we have to make sure that the deletion by visualization in the data frame. For that one, we have to make sure again on the database. As we run it, we have to see that this is the we can see that we have no model column over here. So this is the confirm that we have deleted the column from the data frame. The fifth one, we have to delete the 1, 3, and 5 per row permanently using the in place method. For that, we're gonna use this query over here using the in place method. It's equal to true. After that, we're gonna run it this query. As you can see, we deleted the 1, 3, and 5 rows permanently over here. Sorry. After that, we have the sixth question. We need to calculate the range. For that one, we're gonna run this query over here. As you can see, we're gonna count all the range from the data frame. After that, we have to assume that if there is a 50 over here, so what are we gonna do that? So after that, we're gonna use this query over here and run it. So there is a 50 over here. After that, we have the seventh question, continuous. So we have to first 5 row replace f with triple s. If there is any f in the first 5 row, we have to replace with triple a over here. So for that, we're gonna use this lambda function over here to apply the triple a if there is a f in the row. After that, we're gonna run this query over here. So as you can see, if we have type over here, if there is a f in two rows, so it's gonna replace with triple a over here. The eighth question, we have to get rid of these 3 function from the cost column, and so we're gonna use this method for that one. So after that, we're gonna run the methods. As you can see, they remove the comma, the dollar sign, and the bracket from the cost column. After that, we have to type of the cost column. So we need to what kind of type of we have the cost for the column. So we're gonna run this one. After that, we have see that we have object type for the cost column. For the ninth question, we need to change the cost column data type to integer. So we have a data type object, so we need to change it into integer. So for that, we're gonna use the type method to change the column data types. After that, we run this process. We have a different data type for integer 64. For the 10th question, we have to average the cost columns. How we need to average for the cost column. For that one, we're gonna use this method over here. After that, as you can see, we have an average of 54 point continuously over here. After that, the 10th question, continuously we need to average of cost for each continent. So we need to calculate the average of all cost for each continent. For that, we need to use this method over here. I'm sorry, this is the condition over here. For that, after running this one, we have to all the cost average cost for each continent over here. This it's like a little bit different, but like mostly it's between the 52 to 57 and so on. After that, we need to calculate the minimum, maximum, and standard definition for the cost column. For that one, we're gonna use this group by method for the continent and this condition to calculate this three minimum, maximum, standard deviation. For that one, we have the cost for the each continent, the minimum, the maximum, and the standard. After that, we need to calculate the minimum deviation for all the column. This is the specific for the continent column. We use this for all the columns. For this one, we see that all the columns we have ID, range, value, and cost. So each of have the minimum, maximum, standard deviation. After that, we're gonna illustrate the continent column using the charts. We're gonna create a chart for the continent column. For that one, we're gonna use a df and we're gonna create this condition for the create our chart. After that, we're gonna run this condition. As you can see, we have the continent and versus mean chart. So you can see all the continent over here and the cost over here. The mean values over here. After that, we need to count the numbers of each continent in the continent column. For that one, we're gonna use this. We're gonna use this column over here. As you can see, we have the North America and all the continent column over here and the number of each continent. After that, we have the 15 questions, so we need to show the percentage of each continent column. For that one, we need to use this condition for that. As after the running this condition, we have the each percentage for each continent column over here. After that, we need to create a unique value for all the continent. As you can see, we have the unique ID for like Asia in the comma, North America, Africa, Europe, and so on. After we need to create a number for the unique values. It's like a 7 all the continent in the world. After that, we have to give the command how many rows, how many times each number is repeated in the cost column. For that, we use this column with this condition. After that, you can see on name, cost, length, and over here everything. After that, you see like 56 the 20 times repeated, 35 20 times repeated, 70 80 times repeated, so on everything. After that, we need to create the histogram for the cost column using this condition. After you can see the cost for the histogram for the cost. After that, we need to change the number of the bins to 50 to show the result more accurate. So we're gonna use this condition over here. As you can see, we use the 15 bins, so we have the accurate chart for the cost column. After that, we need to find the missing value in the zip code and type column. So we're gonna use this on this one. As we can rerun that, you're gonna see that we have 2 missing values for the type column, and we have 9 missing value for the zip column. After that, we have the 21 cases. We need to drop the rows that have any missing values. So for that, we're gonna use this condition. For that, we have 936. So originally we have 949 column, and we have right now we have 936 columns. So I assume like we have between 13 to 15 columns they have missing values. For the 22nd question, we need to see that how many missing value is 2 or no. So we're gonna use this condition for that. So after that, we're gonna see that like n have 47 missing values, the z has 44 missing values, so on. After that, we need to show the table with the changes. As for that, we're gonna use this method. As you can see that we have in the table all the missing values are gone, and everything, the changes we all made from till now is gonna show you in this table. After that, we're gonna need to show the statistics for the type column using the NaN method and replacing missing values with a triple X. So we're gonna use NaN method on this condition for the replace the missing value to triple X. For the after that, we're gonna run this condition. As you can see that we have replaced these 2 rows with triple A, and after continuously, if we have any missing values on the database, it's gonna replace with triple A over here. After that, we need to drop the rows that have any missing values permanently. So we're gonna drop the rows that have a missing value permanently. So using this condition, we're gonna drop it. If it's run correctly, then all the missing values are gonna drop permanently. After that, we're gonna I need to know how many number of rows has a non-rows is 938 or no. For that, we have number of rows after drop the NaN numbers is 938. For after that, 25 question, we need to set the ID column as the new index and delete the index name. For that, we're gonna use this method on the ID, and as you can see that we're gonna replace the ID with the replace the index with the ID. After that, we need to see that if ID 70 and column header is value, so value is gonna be 25. For that, we're gonna use this method and run this query. So it's gonna say that we have a method is 24. Missing like it's less than 1. After that, we have 26. We're gonna index the current data frame. So this is the current data frame. This is the current index of our data frame. After that, we're gonna count the column of the current data frames, and this is the current data frame columns of the data frame. After that, we're gonna count the shape. So this is the current shape of the database. The current shape of data frame. For the 27 question, we're gonna describe the method to see the statistics of my data frame and fetch the value of the first rows and the third column of the results. So we're gonna fetch the values from the first row and third column. For that, we're gonna use this condition. As you can see, we have the first row and third column over here. After that, we're gonna sort the values counts of the continent column to the data frame. So we're gonna sort the current value counts from the continent column. As you can see, we have the sorted values from the continent column over here. After that, we're gonna sort the values count of the continent column, but based on alphabetic number. For that, we're gonna use this condition, and as you can see, it's gonna set on the alphabetic order over here. After that, we're gonna show all the columns that following the rows command in a type and continent columns. So we're gonna show all the columns of the type and continent columns it is, so you can see that we have type and contained columns is gonna show all the data from these two columns. After that, we're gonna, the last question, we're gonna show the value and of the type that equal to triple x. So we're gonna see that how much value we have triple x in the type column. And for that we're gonna use the lambda condition. For that we're gonna see that like this is 2 id here with 42 value and 37 value. So this is it for assignment 4. We have solved all the 13 questions. Thank you for listening. Hope to see you again. Thank you.